Have you ever caught those tiny, almost invisible signals from a woman and thought to yourself, is she trying to tell me something? Or am I just overthinking? Women especially are masters of quiet communication. They don't always say what they're feeling out loud, but their body often says everything for them. Today, we're going deep into the psychology of female body language and decoding the subtle signs that she's in a romantic, intimate mood, even when she doesn't verbalize it. Let's break down the nonverbal clues that reveal when a woman wants to feel closer to you. Sign 1. Her lips. The silent invitation. We're starting with something you've definitely seen, but maybe never fully understood. Her lips. When a woman feels a strong pull towards someone, she may unconsciously begin to gently bite her lip, moisturize or lick her lips, lightly press or play with them. On the surface, it can look like a simple nervous habit, but psychologically, it's often much more than that. Her lips are one of the most sensitive, expressive parts of her body. When she's around someone she's drawn to, these small movements can be her body's way of letting that energy leak out. Maybe you notice she's talking to you and keeps softly biting her lower lip. She glances at you, then subtly licks or presses her lips together. Her lips curl slightly in a half smile while she's looking at you. She might not be consciously trying to act seductive. In many cases, her body is reacting to the tension, the attraction, the emotional buildup she feels around you. When you see those small lip gestures paired with eye contact or a soft smile, that's not random. It's a quiet signal that she's feeling something deeper than just casual conversation. Sign 2. Her touch. Closeness without words. Touch is one of the clearest ways humans communicate interest, and for women, it's often more meaningful than it looks. When a woman is in a more intimate, emotionally open mood, her touch usually changes. It moves from light, safe, casual to longer, more deliberate, more personal. It might start simply, a gentle hand on your shoulder, fingers brushing your arm while she laughs, her palm resting on your knee for a moment. These don't happen by accident. Touch is her way of saying, I want to be closer. I feel safe with you. I'm inviting you in. As her feelings intensify, those touches might last a bit longer, drift to more sensitive areas like your chest or inner arm, become more frequent throughout the interaction. She's not just seeing how it feels to touch you, she's also watching how you respond. If you respond with warmth and comfort, not neediness or shock, her body reads that as a green light, and her touches often grow naturally more intimate and confident. If she keeps finding reasons to touch you, you're not imagining it. Her body is already having the conversation. Sign 3. The sway of her hips. Attraction in motion. You've probably heard the phrase, she walks with confidence. But there's another layer to that when she's in a romantic or sensual mood. Watch how she moves. When a woman feels turned toward someone emotionally or physically, her walking pattern often changes without her planning it. You might notice a gentle sway in her hips as she walks by you. Her steps becoming slightly more fluid, more rhythmic. Her body posture opening up with her hips subtly emphasized. This isn't about forced performance. In most cases, she isn't thinking, let me walk like this so he notices me. It's an instinctive expression of how she feels in that moment. Her body is essentially saying, I feel good. I feel confident. I'm aware of you seeing me. Her hips, her curves, her movement, they naturally become more noticeable when she's in that state of heightened attraction. If you've seen her walk normally in neutral settings, and then suddenly her movement seems softer, more fluid, more magnetic around you, that shift is worth paying attention to. Sign 4. Her eyes. Desire behind the gaze. They say the eyes don't lie, and when it comes to attraction, that's very, very true. One of the strongest signs that a woman is feeling drawn to you is in the way she looks at you. A few things to watch for. Her gaze lingers on you longer than usual. She looks at you, then looks away, then looks back again. When you're talking, her eyes keep returning to your face, your mouth. Your eyes. Physically, her pupils may even widen when she looks at you, a natural response when she's emotionally or physically engaged. But beyond biology, it's the style of her eye contact that reveals the truth. If she holds your gaze a moment too long, drops her eyes with a shy smile, watches you in a busy room when you're not looking her way, her eyes are sending a message she might not be ready to say out loud yet. The longer, softer, and more frequent the eye contact, the more likely it is that she's feeling a deeper pull toward you. Her voice can mislead, her words can be careful, but her eyes usually reveal what she's really feeling. Sign 5. The playful tease, flirting without saying it. Sometimes her body language is not just reacting, it's actively inviting. Playful teasing is one of the most effective, subtle tools women use to show they're interested without being too direct. She might gently poke fun at you, give you a mischievous smile after a sarcastic comment, lightly push your shoulder while laughing, raise an eyebrow at you in a way that feels charged, not just friendly. On the surface, it can look like simple joking around, but underneath, that teasing often means, "I'm comfortable with you. I feel close enough to play with you. I want to see if you catch what I'm really saying." When she's in the mood for more closeness, this teasing usually becomes more frequent, more physically connected, paired with touch, more personal and flirty. Her goal isn't to insult you or dominate the conversation. Her aim is connection, tension, chemistry. If her teasing carries a hint of warmth, edge, and flirtation, it's rarely just friendly banter. It's an invitation for you to meet her halfway. Sign 6. The small shifts, micro movements with big meaning. Not all signals are big and obvious. In fact, some of the strongest ones are tiny. When a woman wants to feel closer but isn't ready to say it directly, her body will often speak through small adjustments. Watch for things like she subtly moves closer to you, shrinking the space between you. Her body angle shifts so she's facing you more directly. She mirrors your posture, your gestures, or your tone. She leans in when you speak, even when she could hear you from farther away. These micro movements often mean, "I'm engaged. I'm present with you. I'm opening the door for more." She might also tuck hair behind her ear while listening to you straighten her clothes or posture when you walk into the room. Sit in a way that turns her torso toward you, not away individually. These might seem small, but when they show up together, they're like a quiet chorus saying, "I'm here with you. I'm interested. I'm ready for more connection." If she keeps closing the distance and aligning her body with yours, her subconscious is already inviting intimacy and emotional closeness. Sign 7. The hair touch, a soft, silent signal. One of the most overlooked signs of attraction is how she interacts with her hair when she's around you. To you, it might look like she's just fixing it, she's fidgeting, she's doing something out of habit, but often, it's much more than that. When a woman feels drawn to someone, she may gently twirl a strand of hair around her finger, brush her hair back over her shoulder, smooth it down, or tuck it behind her ear more often than usual. Why does this matter? Because these movements do a few things at once. They highlight her face and neck. They draw your attention to her features. They signal that she's aware of how she looks in front of you. Her neck and jawline are naturally delicate, vulnerable areas. When she reveals them more by moving her hair, she's unconsciously allowing herself to be seen. It's a soft kind of self-display, a way of saying, "I'm here. I'm open. Are you noticing me?" If she frequently starts playing with her hair only when you're around, that's not random. It's her attraction showing through in one of the quietest, most natural ways. Sign 8. The slow, gentle smile. More than friendly. A smile can mean politeness, habit, or simply good manners, but there's a very specific kind of smile that shows up when a woman is emotionally and romantically engaged. It's not quick or forced. It's slow, soft, warm. You'll recognize it by The way it lingers a little longer than a regular smile. The way her eyes soften and stay on you. A slight tilt of her head, signaling openness and curiosity. This isn't the smile she gives everyone. This is the kind of smile that says, I see you. I feel comfortable with you. And I like what I'm feeling. When she smiles like this, it's not just a social reflex. It carries emotional warmth, safety, a subtle romantic pull. That gentle, unhurried smile is often her way of letting her guard down and showing you that being close to you doesn't just feel exciting, it feels good. The bigger truth. Her body is speaking. Are you listening? Women express a huge part of their attraction non-verbally, through the way she bites or plays with her lips, the touches she initiates, the rhythm of her walk, the depth of her gaze. The way she teases, the small shifts in her posture and distance, the way she plays with her hair and the softness of her smile. These aren't random habits. They're emotional signals. They reveal when she's not only attracted, but emotionally open, comfortable, and possibly wanting deeper connection. The next time you're with a woman and you notice these signs, don't just brush them off as nothing. Her words might stay guarded. Her mouth might say, I'm fine. But her body could be saying, I want to be closer. I trust you. I'm waiting to see if you understand me. The real question is, are you paying attention? Because once you learn to read these signals with respect and awareness, you stop guessing and start truly understanding the woman in front of you.